All right, Shalom. For the first, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to all the Akim across the globe, pushing the word of truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. As I died now from the GMS Chicago camp with another lesson. This basically, I really don't know what I'm going to name it, but I'm going to go into rebuke and correction. Okay? We got to put ourselves out there, all right? We can't be hiding, playing in the background, being afraid to make mistakes, okay? We're going to make mistakes, but we got to correct these mistakes. And first, you got to admit to yourself that you have made a mistake, all right? This goes out to me first and foremost. These lessons that through the Spirit that I do are for me. And they're all, and they're my own little lessons that the Lord gives me. And hopefully I can share them with the brother to help them, okay? So just basically I'm going to hop into a couple of my precepts. I'm going to be in Proverbs pretty heavy. And just through the Spirit, hope this is edifying. It's Proverbs 3 and 11. It says, "My son, despise not the chastening of Yahweh, neither be weary of his correction." Okay? So the scripture say, "My son," all right? So the Lord is calling us sons, man, all right? Children. So my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. And I'm going to break, through the Spirit, I'm going to use this as the Lord using brothers to correct you, okay? The Lord has the ability to correct you himself, all right, to chastise you himself. But a lot of chastisement comes from other Akim, okay? Brothers who care, all right, about each other. So when brothers seem to go not be themselves or doing things that are contrary to what the way the body is moving and functioning, the Lord will put the Spirit on the brother to go and talk to that brother, man. And sometimes the need for correction is there. All right? He's going to use the men of the Lord, his voice, the prophets, to do what? To judge his own, man. All right? So my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. Right? So when the Lord put the Spirit on the brother to tell you, to rebuke you, to correct you on your actions, or your or your lack of fervency, so to speak, okay, for your lack of complacency, for your complacency, not lack of, for your complacency, okay. Hey, depending on which brother it is, it's going to be a harsh correction with maybe some rough words and a loud voice, or may just be a milder brother who just gonna bring it to your attention in such a way that that makes it easier for you to hear. Okay. All right. So my son, despite all the chastening of the Lord, needs to be weary of his correction. Right. You don't want to be weary. All right. You don't want to be feeling some kind of way because a brother is calling you out on your bullshit, man. All right. Hey, brothers don't get on you. Well, brothers shouldn't be getting on you just because they can. All right. We're here to be our brother's keeper. We're here to make sure that we're all flowing, rowing with the same motion, man. Okay? So for whom Yahweh loveth, he correcteth. Even as the Father, the Son, in whom he delighteth. Right? It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth. All right? So when the Lord put the Spirit on the brother to rebuke you, to correct you, to point out issues that you may not see yourself, okay? It means the Lord dealing with you, man. All right? It means the Lord dealing with that man. Hey, we're all quick to call ourselves men of the Lord, but when it comes to getting a correction from men of the Lord, you want to backbite, you want to murmur, you want to deflect the correction and reproof onto another matter, onto another subject. All right. It says, "Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding." All right. So, hey, you should be happy. All right, that the Lord is using these men, okay, who have shown themselves, to be spiritually mature, okay, and giving you the proper the much needed correction and rebuke and reproof as it needs to be. So happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Right, man, because when the man of the Lord is rebuking you, he's doing it by the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And he's going to use the scriptures to back up, all right, said reasons for the reproof. A brother not going to just come out and start yelling and berating you without bringing the scriptures, man. So you ought to be happy that when the Lord is bringing your faults, your flaws to you to light by a brother, man. It says, "Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding." Right. So you should be getting understanding. All right. When you're getting chastised, when you're getting rebuked, when you're getting corrected, man. A light should click on, and you should be like, "Man, I was really tweaking, man." Okay? We don't want to walk around with blinders on, all right? Proverbs 15:10. It says, "Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die." Okay? So correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. And here at Great Millstone, there's a standard, man. There's a standard of doing a minimum of 3 videos of 10 minutes per week. There's a standard of us going out on the highways and the byways with our respective camps on those days. And it's also a standard to go out on the highways and the byways when you can't go out with the camp. Okay? All right? That's the way. Being in tune with the body, being in tune with the camp, being in adherence, all right, to the standard that's been given us. Here in Great Millstone, Chicago, we have a standard of going making 1 class per week. And deacons above the standard of doing 4 videos per week to do our daily camp readings, our precepts and scriptures of the day. And all these things are there to better us, man. So when you're getting corrected, it's because you're falling out of the way, man. You have somehow gotten in the spirit of not being part of the body, man. All right. So when correction comes, what do? You make excuses about your job, about your health. All right. Hey, we're not in here to make excuses, man. When you get corrected on you and your actions that are not in compliance with the orders and the set standard of our camp, all right, which is Great Millstone, but here in Chicago, hey, you're forsaking the way, man. And he that hateth reproof shall die. Hey, the Lord's only going to send a man of the Lord at you so many times, man. He's only going to send videos on your timeline with titles that are pertinent, okay, to your situation so many times, man. Ultimately, the Lord is going to put you to the side and get rid of you, man. Okay? It says, I'm going to keep reading. Hell and destruction are before Yahweh. How much more than the hearts of the children of men? A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him. Neither will he go unto the wise. Right, man. So, are you really accepting this, or are you just saying con so the brother could shut up and go about his way, man? All right. Hey, we don't want to be the one that we don't want to be that brother who says con. All right. And then next day, next 2 days, next week, and you're back in that same cycle again, man. So the scorner loveth none, not one that reproveth him, neither will he go into the wise. Hey, one thing I've noticed about before brothers start falling out or going off, they start to be lone wolves, man. They don't want to be around men of the Lord. Man, let me get that. If I can find this real quick. Salakia, I gotta get this. The Proverbs 18, my friend, I'm going to turn to it. The Proverbs 18 and 17, it says, he that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. Right, man, because when you're getting corrected and rebuked and reproved, all right, hey, brothers who are doing the correction and rebuking and reproving, they're listening, man. They're listening for backbiting. They're listening for excuses. They're looking. They're listening for what get down. They're listening for signs of weakness, man. Are you gonna start justifying yourself? Okay. Said, but his nature come up in search of him, man. Hey, they're gonna continue asking you questions. Stop it. All right. They're gonna continue asking you questions, giving you examples of other men who have much more on their plate than yourself, and and make comparisons, so to speak. Okay. Hey, we all have things in this world that needs our attention, man. For our family, wives, and bills, and things that need to be done. But guess what? The work of the Lord comes first, man. Okay? All right, it says, he that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him, man. All right? Let me see what this precept says right here. Okay, it's not pertinent. I'm going to go to Job 4. I'm going to start at 3. It says, behold, thou hast instructed. So let me read this again. Job 4 and 3. Behold, thou hast instructed many, and thou hast strengthened the weak hands. Right, man, because, hey, we've all been counselors to brothers. We're all doing our work, doing these sit-downs. We've given advice to brethren and to other people. All right, younger brothers or even older brothers who may be low in the spirit. We call them and give them words of encouragement. We might visit them. Okay. It says, behold, thou hast instructed many, and thou hast strengthened the weak hands. Thy words have upholden him that was fallen, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees. Right, and that's, hey, and I can honestly say, everybody in the camp has done this at one time or another. We should be doing it more times than another, man. Okay? Verse 5 is the point. But now it is come upon thee, and thou faintest. It touches thee, and thou art troubled, man. All right, so what? Hey, them same weak hands and feeble knees that you lifted, them same afflictions that brother was going through, and you encouraged him to fight through it. Now those things are come upon you, and now you can't deal with it, man. Okay. So what? Hey, that means you need to get your prayer game up, your fasting. Okay. Start remembering the old past. Remembering your first love. Okay. All right. The Proverbs 9. Proverbs 9 and 8. It said, reprove not a scorner lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man and he will love thee, man. All right. So if you want to consider yourself a wise man, which we all say we are, consider ourselves men of the Lord, and we believe the Lord is supping with us, and supping with those men around us. Okay. Hey, you should welcome correction, man. You should welcome my brother pointing out your flaws and shortcomings, man. All right, and take those things cheerfully. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will yet be wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. All right. So that's the eyes of the Lord are everywhere, man. The brothers are watching. They're taking mental notes of how brothers are moving or how they are not moving through the Spirit. Okay. Hey, rebuke and correction, man, is for your instruction, man, on how to get corrected and move on. All right, to improve those flaws and those chinks in our armor, man. Hey, brothers do it to me often, man. Okay. Hey, you should welcome a brother, a scopeo in you, man. All right, being scopeo, being looked at. All right. Proverbs 27 and 5, it says, open rebuke is better than secret love, man. All right. So when the brother Sarge, which is Shakaria, when brothers get together, the Spirit is moving, man. All right, it's going around, it's rotating, it's searching and trying the hearts of the brothers. Then all of a sudden, the Spirit will land on the brother. Then boom, here comes the cut session, man. Hey, but that's love, man. It's love to when a brother see, I noticed you ain't been doing this, or I noticed you've been slacking on this. Okay? And those things should be welcomed, all right? Ecclesiastes 7 and 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools, man. All right? So you want to hear the rebuke of the men of the Lord, man. All right? You don't want to be going to your mom, to the goddamn nigger woman, to your neighbor, to your friends at the job. What are they going to tell you, man? They're not going to give you no scriptures to prove and back up their point. All right? Get out that goddamn woe is me spirit, man. Hearing a song of these damn niggas who don't, you're going to hear, take the advice from a square smoking adulterous person when it comes to you not doing your videos or going or doing the work of the Lord, man. Hearing a song of fools, man, because you want to be justified and feel right, all right, about your ass going off, man. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, so that's basically the lesson, about taking correction and rebuke, man, is necessary. So I hope it was edifying. So next time I call Allah, Yahweh Shemi Awashai, double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Until next time, Shalom.